welcome back to the House of Cards, everybody. If your first time here or your 100th time here, you know what today is. It is another Mailbag Monday. We are going to look back at this week's pickups that came in through the mail, and I open them live here for you every single Monday. This week, however, is an extra supersized jumbo mega whatever size mailbag. For whatever reason, got a lot of mail in this week, a lot of awesome cards. So I hope you stick around for the duration of it. I know it's a little bit longer than usual, but you will definitely see a lot of really cool stuff. So we will get into that in just a second. Before we jump in, first things first, if you don't mind subscribing, that would be awesome. I think you'll enjoy the channel if you love sports cards and you like learning about different types of cards, all different sports, all different sets, you name it. I probably have had it come through my hands at one point. And also, if you do enjoy the video and you would like what you see, hit the like button, because that really helps get the word out to more people about the channel. All right, we will leave it there for now, and we won't spend any more time with the blah, 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 and let's get right into the mailbag. All right, start here. From Singapore, like I always say, overseas equals soccer 99% of the time. I did actually get a Dak Prescott card from Hong Kong last time, but usually it's soccer. Alright. Slip this out. Yeah, perfect. Alright, we're getting there. Just a bunch of adrenaline filler cards. Definitely was not a Raheem Sterling, what is this? Like a magnet or something? Huh, interesting. Nor was it a jersey card from, anyways. This is the card I got. So this is Robert Lewandowski, 2017 Topps Chrome, the usual suspect. Blue refractor, so this is numbered out of 150. There you go. There you go. I'm trying to get a light on it. So pretty rare refractor. Again, these colored cards out of this set, 2017, are really high on my list as far as things I'm looking for. You know, keep it to the GOATs. You know, you got some pretty good ones in this set. You know, obviously the Messi and the Ronaldo are already pretty high priced. The Mbappe is, you know, astronomically expensive because it's, you know, quote unquote his rookie card. But you know, you can get some of the other GOATs like De Bruyne and Lewandowski and Neymar. Some of those guys, you know, pretty fairly cheap still. I mean, you know, you saw how much I paid for on the screen here, so it's not going to break the bank. And they're just, you know, such beautiful cards, and they're very short printed, and it's just, I think it's a great pickup. So if you see any floating around out there, if you don't want to, let me know. I'll pick it up. But anyway, so the blue there, Lewandowski, looks pretty cool. The Bayern, the colors are, you know, they have blue in the colors, so it looks, you know, you can see in the logo there, there's blue. So even though red and blue typically don't go together, it actually matches pretty cool with the jersey and stuff. So anyways, nice little pickup there. All right. Baby blue, this one's from New York. I'm gonna try to keep this one because it's cool. I like the colored bubble mailers. Let's see if we can reuse this one. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we can go on this side. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I know what this is. So this was an auction that was up, and I always kind of looking for Tom Brady, you know, kind of refractors, numbered cards, you know, early, even could be base cards as long as it's early Tom Brady stuff. But I saw this little lot, 3 cards. It's the exact same card. But this is 2011, I believe. My eyesight's getting bad in my old age. 2011 Topps Platinum. And again, it's just, you know, it's 3 of the same cards, but it's early Tom Brady. They look super clean. I think a lot went for such a low price. You know, even if I wanted to just kind of individually sell these off, I would still make money on it. So I don't know, it's just something nice to have, just adding these to the collection. Well, not really to the collection. These will probably be either graded. Maybe I'll pick like one to grade and then sell the other 2 so I can like make my money back on them. But again, anything early Tom Brady. Again, early is not 2011. Obviously, that's like his 10th year, but it's still early-ish that it's, you know, still sought after, and the stuff's, you know, it's just gonna dry up. You know, there's less and less stuff on the market as time goes on, and you know, Brady, you know, again, he's gonna go down as the GOAT of our generation, and I don't see how there's downside, you know, to this. So anyways, grab these 3. I thought it was a good deal. Nice little Brady's I can have, you know, either for sale at my when I'm dealing, or just, you know, have it available on eBay or something. So all right, and this one might need a blade. It's like someone stepped on this box. I'm like, come on, man. Let's see. I don't know if you've ever gone to the post office sorting facilities, but it's a scary place. The way you see the packages and how they're handled. I mean, they're just being thrown across the room, and it's like, make sure you always package your stuff good, because I'll tell you what, the post office is not handling it with very much care, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. Jeez. There we go. Now we're in. Okay. So at least they had it inside of a bubble mailer, that's good. Kudos to the person that shipped this. Let's see if I can salvage this mailer by opening up. No, probably not. Alright, we'll just trim the top off, no problem. But I'll still reuse this. Okay, cool. So pretty basic card here. Which you may or may not know. Seattle Mariners homer. So Jared Kelenic is a person I'm collecting, or at least, you know, starting to compile some stuff. But this is his Bowman Best rookie auto. This is the refractor. So it's not numbered, but it's a nice. I like Bowman Best. You know, they're the on-card auto, so it's kind of like the, you know, the Bowman Chrome and stuff. The first Bowman's with the on-card autos. Bowman's Best isn't as, you know, desirable as the first Bowman Chromes, but I think it's still a nice card. You know, it's just nice design. The auto's clean. So yeah, just scooping these up. I mean, they're pretty fairly priced, so you can get them around $100, maybe a smidge more or less. But I think it's a great price for on-card auto. You know, one of baseball's most touted, you know, prospects. So I'm gonna grab probably 1 or 2 more of these and, you know, keep it moving. All right, get into this. This is overseas. Got a lot of addresses and stuff all over it. So let's take this off camera. Oh yeah, finally. This one took forever. Oh, it came from Italy. That's why. Cool. So this is part of a kind of mini sticker set for the Barca team. There was multiple cards that were in the set. I don't know how many total. I want to say at least like 10 or something. But it's from the 2005-2006, so it's technically like Messi's second year. And it's just a really cool card. These are super duper hard to find centered. So even though this one looks pretty bad off center, this is actually a pretty good copy compared to other ones I've seen. But yeah, kind of a cool card. You know, got Ronaldinho in there, Messi, and so I mean, it's just like it's one of those like awesome cards of his. And there's other ones too that are pretty cool in this set. So yeah, I would take a look at these. They're you can find them for a decent price if you kind of just stay patient. But this copy looked really clean, so probably end up getting this one graded just because they don't pop up too often, and when they do, you know, they're usually pretty beat up. So yeah, pretty cool card. All right. All right. Yeah. Extraction. Yeah, so these are my, I like picking these up. I think they're a nice, fairly priced, short printed parallel that is from a, you know, a classic set like Donruss. First year of that, first soccer, so 2015. So precedes a lot of, you know, of the other sets, but yeah, let me see if I can get this open here. All right, there we go. So this is the Ronaldo Fantastic Finishers insert, but this is the gold press proof out of 99. So these are usually pretty easy to get, you know, good grades on because they have, and you know, it's a nice thick stock. It's not like thin. It's, you know, it's pretty solid. The front has a little gloss to it. So yeah, I mean, really just looking at centering. So you know, you can see this one's a little bit off left to right. So probably wouldn't get a 10, but you know, maybe a 9. Just depends. But anyways, yeah, I like these cards. They're just a nice pickup, and I think, you know, over time they'll probably get a little bit more love as, you know, the guys come towards the end of their careers and people start scooping up all of their, you know, kind of short printed stuff and their earlier stuff. So it's kind of banking on that for the long term. But yeah, again, getting these for like, you know, 30 bucks or so, it's like, you know, you can't really go wrong for short print, you know, numbered Ronaldo card. So awesome card to have. All right, let's open this one. All right, so big one. I think it's sketchy. Oh, this goes close to the top as possible. Oh God, one of these days, you know, it's gonna happen. All right, well, hey, good timing. Look at that. Got another one. So, yeah, these pop up and I grab them usually if they're available. Ah, come on. So, yeah, this is the same one, the Fantastic Finishers, but this is the Messi instead of the Ronaldo. But this one is, oh, it's also the gold. Okay. I gotta look at the cardboard connection and see if there's a lower. Sorry, guys. It's a weird one. I don't know why it's like so tight in there. Usually not that hard to get out, but there we go. Interesting. All right, so yeah, usually they're not. I don't know what I was gonna say. To be honest, I think I was thinking about the top loader. So yeah, there you go. You can see this one too. You know, really clean. This one looks really good. Nice centering. Surface looks great, which is always the part that worries me the most. But yeah, I mean, I could see this one easily getting a 10. So we'll just kind of save these. I'm gonna come up with a strategy because I'm starting to compile about, you know, 7 or 8 of those. I think eventually I'm gonna find a way to get them graded. Might go to SGC, so maybe I'll actually make a video about that. Using SGC for kind of like nicer but lower end cards that have a good return value. So I think that's really the key with SGC is finding cards that are like the perfect, you know, kind of SGC fit. And again, these cards too, just to go back to this real quick, they have the nice white border, so they'll look gorgeous in the tuxedo, because I think that's always the hard part with SGCs. Like, you don't want to send like dark cards or like silver cards because they just look really dumb in the SGC holders. And that's, you know, the problem with SGC is that they kind of, you know, live and die by that holder. So, you know, unfortunately, like a prism card doesn't look great in there unless it's like a color or something. But like a basic, you know, silver prism card just is like, just looks kind of junky, and the SGC holder doesn't stand out. Cool. So this is another Jared Kelenic auto from Bowman's Best. So these are still fairly inexpensive compared to his, you know, Bowman Chrome autos. You can get these for, you know, around $100 or less sometimes if you're lucky. But yeah, this is a nice looking card. This is the base one, not the. I don't believe this is the refractor. I can't see it on there. I think they put it on the back. Let me see. I think I have one here. Yeah, so that's the refractor. I think this one's the base. So there is a difference. Yeah, see refractor up there, and there's not one on this one. So yep, just the base auto. So yeah, nothing crazy, but yeah, just another Kelenic. Nice pickup there. All right, nice work. Do not bend. All right, I'm gonna try to reuse this one. So I'm gonna cut it at the tippy top here. All right, cool. I know what that is. So, good old Sugar Sean O'Malley, the Sugar Show. So this is just a relic card. So not his auto like my other ones I've had. So, but still a nice relic card, numbered out of 35. See it there. So it's from his rookie set in the 2018 Topps Museum. So 18 was his rookie season. So pretty cool. Nothing crazy. It's just it's an event used relic. So again, that's kind of a, I don't know, like event used. I mean, does that mean an actual fight, or like what kind of events would they have with mats? So I mean, it's from one of the mats that they fight on. So I'm just curious, like. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen them like fight mats, relics. I don't know. Anyways, speculating. But anyway, so nice, cool relic card, numbered out of 35 of O'Malley. Just another one I could add to my O'Malley collection. All right. Let's start with this one. Looks like someone just stepped on it. Jeez. Oh man. Alright, cool. Double protected, and I get a nice bubble mailer to reuse. Alright, cool. So I grabbed this little lot here. Nothing big, but it was a good price. Got a couple new pop loaders. I mean, win-win. So these were from 21, Topps Chrome Sapphire. This is Erling Haaland. So second year Haaland cards. Again, I don't think there's a bad Haaland card at this point. He's just proven himself. But this one has the image variation, which isn't really like the most interesting variation ever. It's like him, and then like 2 seconds later him doing something else. Actually, no, it might be a different shot. From a different, because look, he doesn't have anything on his wrist in this one, but in this one he's got like a bracelet on or something. Okay, so maybe it's from two different games, but sure looked the same at first. Anyways, yeah, so I mean, just Erling Haaland in general is a good buy. He's just such a monster in the sport. So I just figured grab a couple of these. They're cheap. It felt like the right time to buy that. Let's see what we got in here. It's a big boy box. I don't know why something would have shipped in a box like this, but it's not wax. I don't think I've ordered any wax recently. I mean, I have, but it's not. It's coming from a supplier, not like a random person. Huh. There's a lot of tape going on. So let's just see here. I'm scared like cutting too deep or something. I don't know what the hell's inside of it. mean, it's well packaged. Let's give him that, right? There we go. There we go. Jeez. The good old drop it off airplane, won't get damaged packaging. Nice. Like I want to say, is like, is there such a thing as over packaging? But then the other side of me is like, well, not really. I mean, I'm not, you know, the person's the one shipping it, paying for everything. So I mean, I guess it's fine, whatever they want to do. Jeez Louise. Oh. Whew. Alright, I'm wrangling that, wrestling that thing for a minute. And inside of a bubble mailer. Alright, tried to cheat that one, but maybe let's cut the top. Hope something good in here. All that effort. Alright, let's see what we got here. Some filler cards. I guess Russell Wilson. Oh, okay, that's why. Well, okay, granted, it is a nice card, so we'll give him that. Let's look at the Russell Wilson fillers. Okay. All right. Well, cool. So what I got here is a 2020 the kabooms that come out of Absolute this last year. Russell has another kaboom. I think it's from 2018, if I remember correctly. But I saw this one, and you know, it was the SGC 9.5, which, you know, SGC grade's pretty tough. So a lot of the times, you know, you could make the argument that you could cross it over to PSA if you wanted to, but yeah, I don't think I'll need to. But this looks pretty clean. I mean, it's a nice copy. But yeah, I mean, he's my PC, and I don't have any kabooms of him, and I saw this for the price it was. I felt like it was a pretty good deal. So yeah, grab this up, and pretty excited to have this in my collection. I think it's, yeah, I mean, I'm totally good with it. I don't need it, like, honestly, I don't need to cross it over or anything. It's cool in the tux. I think it looks pretty good. So anyways, nice little Russell there kaboom. All right, let's get this box open here. Let's try to just do it this way, see if that works. Slice my finger open one of these days. Doing this. That's not gonna work, but we will try anyways. Curious what this guy sent. These little party boxes are expensive to use if it's just like one card. I think they're like $8 or something to ship one card, but if it's a slab or something and it's expensive, then yeah, maybe it's the right move. Jeez Louise. Okay. Come on. There we go. Got my weekly grocery deals here. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Woo. A lot of work. All right, cool. Well, this is I kind of hopped back on the train. Trying to, I don't know, doing a very light attempt at trying to get this Kobe Rainbow for 2018 Prism. I talked about it in a previous video. It was one of the first cards when I started getting back into the hobby that I was kind of like going for. And you know, I got the purple Purple Wave, and I got a couple other PSA right now, and so I just, you know, figured, hey, I might as well kind of start trying to collect it again. But I do like the pink ice a lot, and it's one of the, you know, easier, not super expensive ones to get. So saw this one, it looked pretty good in the pictures. These ones are tough because surface is always a big deal. Surface and centering typically are your big issues with Prism. But yeah, I'm gonna check this one out, but it's a beautiful card. Hopefully it checks out and looks good, so see how that goes. That was a lot of packaging for a, you know, $50, $60 card. I forget what I paid for it, but not too much. Okay. Okay. That one. All right, cool. Another collection piece from my 2018 Donruss Gold. So this is from the Elite Series. Kevin De Bruyne, one of my PC guys, but that's a beautiful card with the light blue and the gold. It's a good looking card. So again, these are numbered out of 75. Like I'm showing you guys a million times. We're like, yeah, we get it, we know. There you go. But yeah, those are gonna look good together. No, I mean, I could probably even complete this set if I wanted to. Let's see here. What do I got? I mean, I know I got most of the goats out of this. So here's, I think those are the ones I got right now. I need the Mbappe, but I got Lewandowski, Neymar, Messi, and now De Bruyne. So yeah, we'll see how much like the other ones are. I would assume Ronaldo has one, and then I would assume the only other expensive one would be Mbappe, but I'll have to check. I'll have to go on and look at the checklist to know for sure. I'm sure they got other guys that aren't like as sought after, so yeah, those ones will be easy to pick up. But whoa, look at that. That's a fat stack. Let's see what's in here. I don't remember. I bought a lot recently. It's not ringing a bell. Well, we'll find out in a minute here. It's kind of the fun part about mail day, especially the ones that take forever, because you just like forget almost what you got, and then when it comes in, you're like, oh yeah. Oh, yep, now I remember. There's a soccer lot. I don't get too many soccer lots, so this should be fun. So I think these are good to pick up, especially for me. I do a lot of, you know, card shows and dealing, so I like to have some stuff that's kind of lower price point. That's not, you know, always gonna be the $500, $1,000 stuff. You know, like I like to have some stuff for everyone. So all the way from like, you know, I usually have three kind of boxes at my table. I'll have one that's 50-cent cards, and then I'll have one that's under $10. So anything from, you know, $1 up to $10, and then I'll have one that's $50 and under, and that one is, you know, kind of nicer cards. They could be slabs, they could be raw cards, but anything that's like $50 under. And then I use my showcases for anything kind of like over $50. And, you know, and again, even in my showcases, I try to put out, you know, cards that are like $80 and $100, you know, just so there's a nice mix of stuff. So if a kid walks up and he doesn't feel intimidated, or everything in your case is like $5,000. Nice. So I'll go through this lot. I don't think I paid too much for it. I'll put it on the screen, obviously, but so these are some nice Merlin cards, just some base stuff. So, you know, a couple Messis in here, just a couple base Messis, nice Ronaldo base, and then I think this is the only parallel in the set, but nice Mbappe. I think there's like the teal prism or something like that. It's not numbered, but it's a nice parallel there. And then Pedri. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a hollow Rainier Jesus, and then a nice Mukoku, a Dodo, and a Fati. So yeah, nice little lot here. some value there. So, you know, this will probably end up going for like 20 or something. I gotta look at comps. I gotta look him up. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. But the rest of these, you know, like I could see these going for anywhere from like, you know, it depends. Like, you know, Pedri maybe is closer to like, you know, $7, $8, $9. The Ronaldo's and Messi's probably like $5. And then, you know, like a Fati's probably like $5. You know, because again, these aren't rookie cards, but the rookies will probably go closer to $10. Mokoko's usually fetch a decent number. So yeah, cool lot I can use at the show, you know, get some breakup value there, because, you know, I'm sure once I break it up and resell it, it's going to be a lot more than what I paid for it. So good to have that kind of stuff when you're dealing. Okay, more soccer. So it looks like give me some fillers here. Very nice, very nice. What is going on here? It's like a team bag. Okay, so everything's inside this team bag. Okay. Oh, and there's the card I actually care about. Nice. So just a pretty nice looking card there. Pedri, cracked ice, rookie card. You know, it looks like it's in pretty decent shape. So yeah, and just, you know, nice numbered out of 250 there. So yeah, I think, you know, again, Pedri's already pretty expensive, so just be careful when you're buying him right now, because his prices went nutso, you know, a few months back. So just be careful. But if you can find good deals every once in a while, it's worth it. Get a nice numbered card of his. The Merlin set's nice because it's, you know, fairly new, and, you know, not everyone is familiar with Merlin, so it's not gonna, you know, have as much like price jumps as like Topps Chrome, but it's actually been really well received by the hobby. So I think that there's gonna be value in it in the future, and they have some really beautiful parallels. So there you go, nice little cracked ice Pedri, and a bunch of fillers that don't have much value, and they all have bent corners. So we'll put those in the cards for kids box for sure. All right, moving on. Let's open this guy here. Where is this from? Okay, U.S. Chesapeake. Feels really heavy. I don't know what's in here. Oh wow! Wow, this is a double one touch here for this. Triple. I mean, what's going on with this giant brick here? Okay, so it's like this craziness. I wish I didn't use this tape, because this tape's just gonna leave this really crappy residue on everything. These are nice one touches. You know, one touches run like a couple of $3 each, you know. Oh my gosh, there we go. I don't really understand why he did that. Okay, it's all good. It's a great card. Oh, actually it came off pretty clean. Good. Usually when you have this like packing tape, it just leaves an awful residue on everything. Yeah. Awesome. So we'll use those one touches. All right, so this one I'm really excited about. I just kind of randomly found this on eBay. I wasn't really like looking for it. I forget what I was searching. I just kind of saw this. You know, they have like the suggested, you know, cards like below that pop up. But this is a beautiful 101. See there, Richard Sherman National Treasures card. This came out of it's 2014. So I believe Sherman was a rookie in 2011. So, you know, early stuff, but it's you know, right after the this is the second Super Bowl year, I believe, because I think the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl in 13 and in 14. So this was the, you know, second year that he went to the Super Bowl with the Legion of Boom, my guys. So yeah, I'm excited to have this card. I think it's cool. I mean, it's not like, you know, these kind of cards, one-on-ones and stuff, you don't really necessarily need to get them graded or anything like that. I mean, you can if you want to, but it doesn't really matter too much to people because they want the card. So, I mean, I can see right away, it's like, you know, it's a little bit off-centered. You can kind of see left or right. But again, I think that's going to be a great, you know, collection card I haven't really collected Sherman, and I think he's like one of those guys. I was actually having this conversation with somebody else about, like, you know, is he a Hall of Famer? You know, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, you know, he went to 2 Super Bowls with the Seahawks, and then he went to 1 Super Bowl with the Niners. So he's been to 3 Super Bowls, and, you know, has definitely played a part in all of those. So yeah, I mean, I could see him being a Hall of Fame inductee. I know he didn't set like any like records or anything for, like, you know, interceptions or pass defenses or anything like that, but, you know, I think he definitely made a nice, you know, impact on the league and was part of one of the most dominant defenses of you know, the last 10 years with the, you know, the Seahawks Legion of Boom. So yeah, I mean, I think it's an awesome card. So I'll PC it, and unless, you know, I meet someone that just absolutely adores Richard Sherman and wants that for their collection, then I'll definitely move it. But I have no problem keeping that in my Seahawks PC for now. All right. All right, let's see. Do I have a way in? No. Okay. Go in like this. Oh yeah. All right, this one's a good one. So every time I get Mahomes in, then I go do a card show, I end up selling everything I have. So I'm constantly trying to refresh my Mahomes collection. And, you know, I like to buy it raw because, you know, there's so much value in grading, but, you know, there's less and less clean, raw Mahomes stuff out there because everyone tends to know the value in grading nowadays. So this one in the listing, it wasn't perfect. He did call out like a little small edge issue, but to me, as long as the corners and the centering are pretty strong, you know, I can overlook a few things. And again, if I can get a 9 on anything, that's a win. So I looked at this one in the pictures. It looked like it had the potential to get a 9, but again, you just never know until you see the card in hand, and, you know, sometimes certain things aren't disclosed. So this is the Blue Press Proof from 2017 Donruss. So from the front, you can see it's super duper clean. Look at those corners. I mean, super sharp. Centering looks great. You know, just maybe a touch off left to right, but I don't think that would get like a big whack. And then on the back, centering looks great, and the only issue they called out was this corner, which it's like barely even anything. So it looks very minimal. I'll have to pull this out and give it a deep dive later, but I mean, you know, press proof. I did have a red press proof that I sold raw at the last show for quite a large amount for a raw card, so I wanted to get another one, and this blue one popped up on eBay, so I said, hey, why not? And yeah, it looks pretty good. I hope, and I cross my fingers that it looks good once I pull it out of there. That's always the big moment of truth. All right, moving on. Okay, it's a ComC order, nice. So this was something that I won an auction. Obviously it wouldn't come if it was ordered from the site, but they're still pretty backed up. I think they just completed one of my submissions that I sent in like yesterday, and it was literally like, I sent it in probably like 2 months ago, and they just completed it. So they're still pretty far behind the old ComC, but you know, they're trying like everyone else, and it's one of those things. All right, well, I got this card because he is a local boy here in Washington, and, you know, it's one of those things when you're kind of thinking about how things could sell and what they look like. But Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, so super dope fighter. He's definitely, you know, had a huge run during his time in the UFC. So this is the gold refractor, so numbered out of 50. Ooh, there you go, 50. Looks super clean in the pictures. Looks pretty good in hand too, so hopefully everything checks out. But yeah, I mean, one of the, you know, great flyweights in UFC history and local here in Washington. So I just figured it'd be a nice little pickup here. You know, I like UFC of all types. You know, I'm very deep in that world, so I definitely always looking to pick up, you know, more than just, you know, the usual, like, you know, McGregor's and Khabib's and, you know, the stuff that everyone kind of seems to chase. I look for, like, you know, who are some of the other all-time greats. And, you know, again, as UFC continues to grow in popularity, and especially in the hobby, you're going to see more and more people, you know, kind of looking to some of the other, you know, players. Like, just like in basketball, you know, it's like, of course, everyone's Kobe, Michael, LeBron, right? But then you can also then start looking at, okay, you got Tim Duncan, and you got Garnett, and you got, you know, Iverson, and you got, you know, like, it just kind of trickles down eventually once people kind of start realizing there's more out there than just, you know, the like all-time goats, you know. Okay. So this one, nice. I love getting nice fresh top loaders. So this one, I gotta tell you guys something, because I was a little sad because I didn't, again, lesson learned, I didn't pay attention to the listing as good as I should have. I just jumped on it and started, you know, started bidding when I should have like really looked at the pictures close. So what was weird about this, there was two different cards that were both listed at the same time from the same seller, and they're both from Tribute. Topps Tribute, and they were both parallels. One was a blue parallel and one was a black parallel. So this is the black parallel, and this one's numbered out of 75, and I think this is what, 2014 or 2010, sorry. Yeah, so nice early Tom Brady, but the issue is that the blue one was going for a lot more, and I couldn't really like understand why. I thought maybe, oh, it's because it's a blue, it's a color match, you know, if people like it, versus the black, which, you know, doesn't pop as much as the blue because of the, you know, jersey match. But, and then the other thing is the blue, the number was higher. I think it was like 125 or 150 or something like that, right? And this one was 75, and this one was like trending for like, you know, like $100 less than what the blue one was being bid at. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I was like, whatever, and I just kept bidding, and I won, and I was like, cool. But then I looked at the pictures a little bit deeper, and then once I saw the pictures, and then I saw there was a corner that I could totally see in the pictures, but I just didn't look at it deep enough until I finally won it. So it's kind of hard to see here because of the light, but yeah, let me take it out just so you guys can see. And it's a thick card too, so it's, well, it's not as dramatic when you have it out, but there's a little bit of corner damage. It's not intense. There's a little mark up here, but yeah, I guess it's not as bad as I originally thought. But yeah, these tribute cards are dope. I have a couple other ones. They're always numbered, and they just have that beautiful like mirror finish. They scratch like crazy, so if you get one, be prepared for it to have scratches, because very rare that you'll find these like with a clean surface. But dope card, dope. I mean, I just think this set is kind of one of those overlooked sets in the hobby, because I think for whatever reason they just don't go for that much. Even like the earlier ones, like the 2005. Here, let me see if I can find it, because it's good to kind of see it in contrast. And these were going, I mean, I was picking these up for like $50 sometimes, you know, and they're a numbered early Brady, you know, parallel that, you know, I think a lot of people would love to have in their collection. Yeah, here it is. So, you know, this one, so this is, you can see there, I mean, it's just like beautiful cards, right? So this one is a high number at $11.99. But I mean, this is a, what, 2005, so, you know, within his first 4 or 5 years, numbered Brady card. I'm grabbing these for like $50. So again, there's some Brady's that people kind of overlook, and, you know, I kind of like the tributes because I think those are, you know, beautiful cards that sometimes, you know, people just don't appreciate them for whatever reason. They're like every Brady card sells, so why those ones are overlooked, I don't know. I'm just like, hey man, early, low numbered and or parallel Brady cards, let's go. That's all day for me. All right, here we go. There it is. Kaboom. Another one. So this one was a newer Kaboom. I do have the 2017 Kaboom for Harry, or sorry, not Harry Kane. My other two that I own actually one now. I sold my Lewandowski, actually, now that I think about it. I have a Kevin De Bruyne in 2017, which is the first year Kaboom in the select set. But this one is 2019-20, came in the Premier League Prism packs. So, yeah, nice looking Kane. He's an interesting character right now. I'm not sure where he's going to kind of end up and whatnot as far as transfer. I mean, I think he's still at Tottenham now. There's a lot of rumors of him going to Man City and all kinds of stuff over the transfer window, but he's still at Tottenham, so I think he might be there for, the rest of the season. But again, I think he could, once he does get transferred, I think you'll see a nice spike in his stuff. But yeah, nice looking Kaboom there, Mr. Harry Kane. Whew. Well, that was a marathon. Thank you for sticking around. If you made it this far, you are the real MVP. And I hope you saw a couple cool things in there that made you, maybe do a little more research or learn about a card that you may be interested in getting yourself, or you just had some background chatter on while you were doing the dishes. Whatever. Either way, I appreciate you sticking around for the entire episode. If you still haven't yet subscribed, I guess now's another good time to ask. And if you do like these videos and you enjoyed this one in particular, hit the like button. That would be amazing. All right, guys. Well, that is all for this week. We will leave it there, and we will see you on the next video real soon. Until then, peace.